Hello everyone. Hope you all been having a good weekend. To be honest, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm like in tip-top shape today mentally, but I feel like I need something to occupy my mind. So that's honestly like partially why I decided to still stream today. Well, also hello, Mr. Missing. Kind of feels fitting your message where it's like, I hope that isn't the outcome over time, but like, you know, but then just because I'm this way doesn't mean you guys need to be that way. But yeah, welcome. Hope you all been having a good start of this week. I mean, I know it's Tuesday, but technically it does feel like a Monday. You can't tell me what to do. I know. Like honestly, I can't tell anyone what they want to do. So and yeah, I guess in terms of like maybe things that happened, which I feel it's kind of the way today was kind of appropriate, like how with what happened, which I can't really say what happened, but it wasn't good. But a dream I had when I woke up this well not woke up obviously when I slept because you don't dream when you wake up, you dream when you sleep. But a dream I had was strangely about like AI prompts in the world, which my god, AI is truly going everywhere. It's even invading my dreams. And I think, like, I don't remember the entire dream, but I vividly remember one part of the dream where it was like a parking lot you could go to get rental car, but the rental car would just ask, like, an input would ask you the description of a rental car you'd want, and then it would 3D print it for you. So I remember Dream Me, like, they usually give you like a standard set of things to say, and then they'll give you a car, a rental car. But probably because my subconscious is like, you like Mazda cars. So I feel like in the dream, I said like, I want a Mazda rental car. But the thing is, it's like, I don't know if the way I interpreted it was that the AI couldn't generate a car that fit my needs, or the 3D printer didn't have enough resources to print the thing that I want, because I don't know, maybe my brain is like saying Mazda's fancy and we're not capable of making the fancy stuff. That yeah, it was like a hodgepodge of a machine that came out, and it was like weirdly accurate in the sense to like how AI is in terms of like how it deals with creating stuff, or it being a hodgepodge of stuff. And also the more, because I've been seeing more of it recently, though I personally haven't tried it myself. I saw that like Google search has been using AI to like give you the responses, and it literally, I don't know if it has any limitations in terms of like the information it scours from to get said answers, but it kind of sounded like it is even getting meme answers for some of the questions, which are like, why would you do this? Like, I would understand it more in terms of like a chatbot system, because it's a dialogue, it's a conversation, and the AI can like adjust to follow questions you ask. But with like Google search, it's like you input one thing and then yeah, you get one result. I mean, fine, you don't get one result back, but it's like no one types super long sentences in Google search. So it's just a very weird way to implement, or weird way to add the implementation of AI. I don't know. So hopefully it doesn't like get too bad, though honestly some of the answers you see recently are not that great. Anyway, But like, hope you guys don't use Google for your like homework or stuff. Maybe double check your sources if you are using Google at that now. Like at this point, it honestly might be even be more appropriate to say if you want to search something, maybe also try getting Wikipedia just for like the sources, just to for additional cross reference stuff. But yeah, AI, very wild world we live in now. And yeah, mostly that I feel nothing else really at the moment. Weekend was kind of just, chilled, watched stuff, played stuff, but I'd say mostly average, which I mean, sometimes that's all you just want really. And an average day is a good day, I'd say. No need for, you know, extravagance. I feel like sure every once in a while that's fine, but like not every weekend needs to be that way. And yeah, but that being said, hope you guys also had a good weekend. And yeah, I'd say that's mostly it in terms of updates. Other than well, just me having to deal with my own problems. But obviously those are my problems, and I don't wanna burden you guys with my own problems. So like I said, need to have my mind like doing something, or else I will probably spiral. So today, as you can, obviously on the screen and with the tweet and with the schedule, I'll be continuing Disco Elysium today. All I remember last time is that we found out our name. We are potentially being blackmailed for our lost gun, and we got a bit more clothes and a bit more money, and that's it. Like honestly, still I feel so early in the game, but I think that's just the nature of this game. So honestly, the best thing to do is just I feel get back into it, see what you find. Though I guess both a reminder to myself and to what's been happening so far. I have a 50-50 rate counter in terms of like the skill checks. I think it's appropriate way to call it, where if something is like 50% or 58%, usually I give it a try anyway, unless it's like a no retry kind of one. And yeah, my 50-50 rates is honestly abysmal. Like that's 8 out of 11 50-50s have failed, which means I've only passed 30 50-50s. So, with my rotten luck IRL recently, hope maybe the game can like throw me a bone here. Give me some wins in the 50-50s in the game at least. But yeah, other than that, best we can do is continue to figure out what we are going to do next. I mean, I know I was like going down from where I came from here, aka can't relate. I won on a weapon banner and wondering where his first 10 pull. Ooh. But is it a weapon of a character you are using? That's the main question. Because you could get a weapon, but if it's not of a character you use, don't worry, man. I know the feel.
Scab?
Scab. What exactly is a
A kind
scab?
of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Let me enjoy my winnings. I didn't say you can't enjoy your winnings. I'm just saying, if you're gonna brag about it being your first pull, I'm gonna ask details. You can still enjoy it because obviously if you find someone in the future who can make use of the weapon, well at least you already have it. Still gonna ask it though. Kind of worm, kind of mere survival. Is it? You don't seem to like them
Gotta be
much.
bloody stupid, freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess, scared maybe.
At least I
Scared of
can
what?
brag
Of
about me
who?
being luckier than you. I don't know about that. When I used to play MOBA, yes, I feel like I was fairly lucky because like I remember this distinctly, like with my friends with an old rhythm game where it was Idolmaster Cinderella Girls, and the one I would roll for there a lot was like Anya at the time. And like no, like not joking here, but I'm pretty sure I had literally every SSR card of Anya when I was playing that game. And this was like without spending. So, you know, but I mean, that's one game though. Obviously my luck isn't that good in every game, but I'm at least gonna point out the outlier. And I did start Wuthering Waves a little bit,
Personally, I'd rather beg than scam.
but
If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they could work on
only
something.
just like a few hours until I could do the first roll. I did get unlucky where I needed to use all 5, 10 rolls on the beginner banner to get the 5 star. But from what I was told, I got like quote unquote the best current support in the game, the Woodland Girl. But I mean, when there aren't that many 5 stars, I mean that's not like a big achievement. I feel. Because obviously, you probably wouldn't want to use up all 5 rolls in the beginner banner to get it. Like, that's pity at that point, but I'll take what I can get. Though, I'll see if I continue the game, because while the game is fun to play, just like any mobile game, obviously there's going to be no end in sight. So, it's just a matter of like the time investment. So, I'll figure it out if I want to play it or not. Also, I feel if I keep talking, I won't be able to play the game because especially with this game being very book like. I probably can't multitask this that well, but we can take breaks every now and then to talk about stuff if you want.
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Oh, the alpha male guy, the guy on top. Mm. I mean, maybe like he doesn't like scabs, but I don't know if he likes cops either. I will see. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's like, I see, and then just leaves. I mean, the worst they can say is no, but only one way to find out.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
Oh, you mean vigilantes?
Speaking of,
Like,
what
isn't that
brings the
arguably
RCMP
what heroes are?
to the
Like,
wild north?
they do
Come
the
to see
job
the
of
strike?
cops without a salary. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's not as far fetched as you think it is. Though I guess it depends on what world you live in. Yeah. Any idea who killed the hang? Let's not start with begging for money.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed
Mercenary.
him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
I mean, there's no shame in asking.
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Your
Elaborate.
dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Okay. Like, so he's against the
He
workers?
was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
So like a spy. Also, I like how we're just like, did you kill him? If only crime's always like, did you kill him? Yeah, I did.
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
No, another reminder that it's always good to talk to people because that is how you get experience in this game.
Understood.
So we'll see.
This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Look, I am strapped for money.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Hand-eye coordination, 72%. Okay, I'm not gonna add this to the 50-50 rate because it's a high chance.
The coin lands into your
Yay!
hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
Huh. Honestly surprised how very receptive someone is here to the police. Nice this honestly pretty nice to see. Though I'm like, look, I know I said I'm short on money, but like one? Couldn't you at least have made it 5 or a 10?
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though.
The winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though. Okay, maybe I'm just dumb, but I don't fully understand what he is saying here. He has problems getting by?
Nothing to worry about really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike though. I'm always
Yeah.
glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
I do fair. Maybe it's like a, if I do this, that makes me better than the rest of them. Which I mean, that's a very cynical way of looking at it. But like, they can never be too sure. But I'm gonna like believe him being in good faith. It says GRIH. Ah, I see. And then these ones are like the people working on strike. I was hello, loose change. Nice. And I guess this is the strike leader potentially.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gate. His voice is the loudest of the lot. An oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Look, I know you're a big man, but that doesn't mean you need to talk slow. Talk that slow. Like, I know there's that concept like something. The bigger something gets, the slower it. The more energy it needs to do an action and move. Which is why when something gets big, they make this effect. But like, my guy, you're not that big. Chill. The dude up there is bigger than you, and he's like, I don't know. Are you higher pitched than you're speaking?
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Yeah, like why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
I mean, look. Only if you're related to the murder. Wait. Oh, then yeah. Wait. You're to fuck with us. Be honest. Work her down. Then yes. Oh, I'm thinking no. Is the first question or this one? I'm gonna say this
Good.
one.
We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side.
I don't know about that. I'm just here about the murder. You know what? No, we're straight to the point. We're here for the murder.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
I mean, they're probably only hearing the things that you're shouting, not those in between, not before marks. Look, they're not gonna get the context of the things you're saying. They're just like, shame on you. Shame. For what?
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Oh, okay. They're near enough that honestly that felt like a whisper to me. But the fact that he heard that, okay, maybe he's speaking a lot louder than I give him credit for. What's your goal
We
here?
were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the
Main
entrance?
gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked.
Okay, we are
Guards
definitely not
blocking
letting him
the
know
way
that
to
we
the
can
access
enter.
panel.
I feel that will open a can of worms we do not need to deal
And I
with.
don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
I assume he means the big tough guy.
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No. They will give up eventually.
Give up
Or
on doing
get
what?
drunk. Leave the button
Like,
unguarded.
if anything, this is their
Then
neutral state at the moment.
Charge.
The manner of his jaw, perfect lightly bearded square wedge. That's a bit round to me. You know what? Let's ask who the strike bearers are at least.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
I mean, to be fair, if all of you work at the same time, I mean, will they have enough money to pay you
We
all?
came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
Big man?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Okay, I don't think this is gonna go anywhere, so let's just leave. Look around a little bit first. Lorries probably stored fuel here, now they store booze. Also, hello money. Okay, 16% of the way there to the 100 we need. Fritte. Oh, Mara, nice. No one mind. I don't know if that was a trash can. Hope they don't mind dumpster diving. I can't see the things to collect. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Look, this isn't a competition. And besides, we got that weird smile anyway. You know, people. You know, sometimes people like weird. Makes you special. Let's just look around.
The tear
first.
machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
The tear? What's a tear?
It's a machine for tear.
What's
You know,
tear?
you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine.
Oh.
Then it gives you money.
So if we find bottles, we can come here. So self-recycling. And we are rewarded for self-recycling. I see, I see.
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them
No.
all out, so...
Can't we just hold it in our hands?
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
Okay, note. Find a bag so we're able to get some bottles to recycle.
A small cabinet on the wall is
Or-
filled with
I assume
various
tears are
medicine
bottles.
nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Wait. What was the thing? What was the... Get the Hanged Man? Hanged Man is... Endurance. I forget the medicine that we took earlier to like be able to retry this. Maybe it was Nosafed, although again, endurance, it is legendary difficulty. We are probably not doing this anytime soon. But might be good to have, but maybe we should just hold off on spending money. We are still trying to get to you know, 100, which we are. Still definitely a ways away from it. How are you even supposed to get 100 in the first day? Like, is that even possible?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Dramamine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
Okay, looking at this without, I mean, remembering this without looking at the tabs. I mean, honestly, that's
I
impressive
don't
for someone who's
really
probably
know what
just like selling
hypnogamma is.
stuff.
I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Yeah, I think
Uh-huh.
that's more than good enough. Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste.
Or
you know,
Baptiste?
the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste.
Okay, I
That
get
one.
it.
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
Oh, somewhere, but she doesn't have. Okay, got it. This one
You
is.
see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making
Steal
them
a
easy
raincoat?
to take
We're not
unnoticed.
gonna steal.
No need to worry about knocking
Well, the plus
over
one
a
endurance is pretty
display.
nice, but it's also pretty expensive. What's the point of the raincoat?
What is what?
Oh,
It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Look, we're not here to steal. And what's the stat of our current one? Esprit de Corpse and Shivers. And then endurance would be this one. Well, plus one would be nice, but again, well, not super expensive, still relatively expensive with our current money.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Love? Like, so if like wine is the fancy one, beer is the common person, love alcohol is the what? The idea, the fantasy of drinking alcohol. Like, don't think about the taste. It's just about the idea of like, if someone were to see you drinking it, it's like, ah, yes, there's a romance to it, regardless of how it tastes. Say nothing, just take it in.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Mm.
But I guess you already know that.
Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
Oh, they actually give stats. Huh. Interesting. But no, things are a bit pricey for now. Let's talk to her.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something.
Was it
Everything
Kim?
is out on the shelves.
Personal space? You're getting a bit too close there?
What's that magazine she's reading?
I mean, look, if Conceptual Dice is bringing me that, I might as well follow through with it.
You mean this?
You mean this? She looks at the cover boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing. Damn, bold.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Very futuristic. I mean, again, composure. Probably better to comment on this. We gotta keep up our aura of being a respectful cop. They don't know who we are. Hopefully.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny.
Oh,
They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
I think I hyper focus on the word police and I'm like, yeah, a feature about police. Oh, fashion police. Whoops. I mean, look, we need some confidence right now. As she assesses it, we give her the smile like in the portrait there. And then Kim just judging us with his face, looking like that.
No, I don't think so.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Yeah, but can't we be both? I mean, Frit is just, I would assume, general store. No need to ask that.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
I mean, you don't have any other customers. It's fine. Let's Frit have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags. Ooh.
a warehouse. I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Okay, just an employee. Okay, I mean, give her a sense of urgency, like, yeah.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here.
Okay. Still good to know. Can you tell me about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Do you know the man?
not really.
Okay, there's no other choice.
No. I didn't know him at all.
Straightforward.
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around.
Thanks for the
If you
backup,
hear
Kim.
anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. I don't know, really.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I mean, realistically, we really weren't gonna get anything out of her, but can't help to be thorough. I mean, better to be thorough with the investigations anyway. You. Are you part of them?
To Rivachol.
The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to
Wow,
this
that was a
island
quick
mere
clap back.
300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Yeah, if he's got our back, we gotta have Kim's back.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Post-war limbo, huh?
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should
Okay,
watch
I don't know
myself
if that
and behave.
opening would lead to all of this, but like,
But you see,
maybe
I'm
it's
an
maybe it's
officer
like
of the
pent up.
RCM. It's actually
Yeah, you kinda just need
my
to let it
job
out there.
to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Very.
Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Your partner needs backup. Wait. This feels like, while I like the give it a punch in the shoulder, this is a bit too casual. We gotta be like a, you know, just hint to the guy like, don't fight, but At least I think that's what this is denoting. I'm not entirely sure, but that's the vibe I get. Like, we're not siding with the lorry man here. No, maybe just openly being honest. Actually, no, now that I think about it, yeah, I feel like our character would try to be direct after having forgotten anything.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
I like how the achievement was really get Kim to trust you. It's working!
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
I see.
Whatever you say. officer.
I mean, hopefully all of that hullabaloo at the start will not affect his answers to our
He smelled
questions.
of heavy motor oils, and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
Like entering the place is probably where you needed to pick this thing up. How long has this been going on?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe.
Okay, that's a very
But
big
this here
spectrum
is
to
just the
think
last week
the
or so.
duration. Like, it's not just a few hours. You're saying a month gap. Like, please.
Apples?
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
Huh.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Okay, fine. What was that Wait, no, is that with him? Nah, this is just like... I don't know why we're gonna ask this, but you might as well.
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Okay, I mean... Like, honestly, I wasn't expecting where it was going to go, but experience be experience, so nice.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Now that's on the nose. I mean, do we really need to antagonize him? No, I don't think we. we're here about the murder. We don't really need to like go into this with every single person. And plus, I mean, we already got through this with like Kim, so you know, let's just.
Suit yourself, officer. Hide your face in the sand if you so wish.
Oh, okay. Wait. I don't know about
It's
that.
not the most popular topic
Okay, you
nowadays,
taught me.
with
I'm
the
gonna like be
coalition
direct to
in
you then.
charge and all. You might
You
want
you
to
could have
change
just
the
let things
topic.
lie, but no,
That
you
is,
had to like
bury your
clap
head
back.
under
So
the
I'm gonna
sand
like be.
common sheep.
So I'm gonna be direct too.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
I like how. Was that always there, or did this change? Cause yeah, now it says like a racist lorry driver.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design.
Please don't dump me in with
So,
you.
Naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
This. Why do I feel like the way I read this is supposed to be sarcasm, but I don't know if the game is like treating this as sarcasm. Because I feel like, you know, if this was sarcasm, there'd be like a quotations on the really.
Oh?
The man seems mad that you don't want to hear more of his lecture. I think I can get down with racism. This game really just lets you be like, yeah, I'm for racism. Like, damn. Imagine if someone choosing that. Well, good luck with the the next few days after you choose that.
Don't push your luck, runt.
We're like the same height. If anything, I'm probably fatter than you. So chill. Oh, nice. It's safe for me anyway. I was thinking about saving anyway. Yeah, kind of just, so it is 17 o'clock. Well, almost to be 18. We did find out our name. So part of me actually wants to, like, maybe call the
Inside,
cops again?
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I mean, maybe. Let's just see where it goes.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What is there to think about? Be specific here.
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
Ah.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
You know what? This was a check, so we might as well do that one. So are you alone in the room?
That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over.
Okay. So there are other people. If I ask him, it probably is not good. I'm about to see right on your port. Could you read me? Look, I feel this one would have been fine if he didn't also add literally everything. Just for the last name in the future. Any news about my family? I will tell you about my life before the RCM. I wonder if there's a time where if I ask this, if he'll say yes. So because he's not... If he's not alone right now, he could be alone tomorrow. So I'll hold up on this.
Understood, sir. Over.
I mean, this is true. We are a cop. I mean, it is for the case. Look, I mean, I'm employed. This is business expenses.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
Aww.
What does he want now? He's asking for money.
Okay, maybe we could have been like, we need to pay for our lodging, rather than be so crude as being like, he just needs money.
Is he fucking kidding? I don't think he is.
Look,
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
I need a place to sleep.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Okay, being haughty like this, I feel is... Actually, wait, what did we do? Pay for damages. Ask your station for additional funds. You need to pay for damage. Whatever they say. Ask for money and be careful with your spending. If you're unsure how much you owe, ask guard. I feel like he said it was 100. Like, this might be this... I mean, this is accurate.
He says it's important to the case. He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
First!
Request denied, sir. Over.
Okay, no funds. I'm just like... I mean, what if it was urgent? And, you know, if we don't solve the case, it's all your fault.
Anything else, sir? Over.
Okay, so much for that.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Okay, was hoping we were able to do more with us learning our name, but guess not. Okay, I don't remember this guy being here though before.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
I am the law. This could be longer. Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
Oh, hey there. I'm the law. What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Everyone else has to deal with it.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Yeah, how long have
Upon
you...
days.
Yeah, because the other route was like not very helpful. Said like a month to 2 months, which is too wide a time frame. How
Feels
long have
like
you
forever.
been here?
Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal
Why
and the
can't anyone
tires,
ever
the
give a
oil and the
straight
fumes and
answer?
mazout.
I mean, whatever. I'm sure someone out there can give me an exact date.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Oh, there. Thank you. That helps a lot.
So tell me, what do you need?
Torture the info out of them? Don't worry. I feel like I'll eventually find someone that I would feel rightfully so to do that. But this guy's chill. You know anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Bussing in?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Sounds boring. Imagine that's what he says.
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Okay, that's morbid. I can't see where you're going with that though. Hopefully not. Look, we can't even get one body off a tree. We probably won't be able to get two. Though if anything, if more bodies were added to that tree, the branch would probably break. Wait a second, he might be onto something. No, I am not endorsing more people to die. I'm just saying, if more people are hanging there, the tree wouldn't last. That's all. It's simple physics.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Let's just chill with
No,
him.
I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
Ooh, got any donations?
They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
At your machine
This
behind
rockin'
you?
beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
I mean,
Neat.
trucks are
For
cool.
carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These foul
There's really an
tracksuits need to
achievement
find their
yak
way to
about
the kids way out
machines
in
4
Wamrao and Roran
times.
Bird somehow.
Can they one of those Fallon
We're
tracksuits?
pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Aw, no extra stock. Like no one was like, no one returned something because they like got a size too big for them. Look, I'm a big guy. Sure, like, surely that's happened. Cause, you know, I feel people would rather buy a shirt that's bigger than them than buy something smaller. Because I feel depending on the design of the shirt, sometimes an oversized shirt can work. But like a small shirt just won't work. Like, I mean, unless you're going for a tight fit kind of look, but I don't know. I feel that would just look weird. But then again, fashion goes through weird trends. Maybe one day that'll be the in thing. Buying shirts a smaller size than you.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Name the sport though. Because, you know, what if it's like, what, poker sports equipment? It could be arguably illegal.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
But yeah, sad there
against
was
his
no, like,
arm.
way to convince him, like, oh, come on, you can give me one. Tell me about this strike.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them.
Okay, I
guess.
mean, to be fair, like, if you weren't really interested, you're just gonna, like, make assumptions of what demands are. Because, like, the new powertrain, I can kind of understand that one. But half the company, yeah, no, that's
I've
definitely
heard
ain't
talk there's a
happening.
company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ooh, where?
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the
They
company
want
wants?
to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
True. Anything,
Anything
else?
else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
Who doesn't?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my
Not
thing.
you.
Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the
Transient
examined life now.
pleasures.
Thinking, reflecting, observing.
I mean, we say that, but it's like, look, I'm here getting my dopamine rush from digital pixels, so who am I to, question where he wants his pleasures coming from?
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Just like gacha rolls. It's like, some rolls you feel bad, other rolls you feel good, but you keep rolling to get that one good roll that hits the spot.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying
Empathy?
to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Okay, like, damn, we are really bad at this. Let's not be like, I know failing white checks isn't too bad, but like, imagine failing feeling empathy for someone. Like the damage that could do. We might just ask for money.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money.
No.
They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man.
Wait. You have to do the driving and then you get paid after? Like them. Just like maybe they're like, oh, depending on how long you took, we'll change the pay. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah, number two.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself.
I feel that.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay. I forgot exactly when those people said they'd be like in the union. Like there was a union meetup in the place where we're staying, I recall. Like, was it 18 o'clock? Because if so, I'll probably head there after I check these
An
stuff.
old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea.
How's
It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
how is this thing even like stable? Like I can believe that based on how like the steel wires are and the supports for like the pull of this one pulling it going this way for it to be this way, but I feel like if there was any sort of like earthquake, this thing would just like immediately collapse.
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
Wow. I mean, look, if your child is insane, I mean, what does that really say about you? Like, wouldn't that mean like the fourth Philip only became insane because of what they did? Like, that's not a good image for you, my guy.
As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What do I see?
Something with great kinetic energy.
Clearly, there's
seems
no
to have
fault of the
impacted
parents, the
the
child of
veins
the end.
around where the heart is. A bullet?
Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, look. History and I guess in this case plaques are written by the victor, and if he was the victor, he can say whatever he wants about his child.
Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Oh, the statue. Oh, there it is. I guess that's what it is.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
Weren't they asking?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
But it's a king and he's shot. Honestly, I'd say this probably makes the most sense. Definitely not this one. Like, look, man died centuries ago. Just because he's dead, yes, there's a link with them being both dead. But like, look, let's not stretch the possibility of time travel here.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The
Okay.
king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your
Okay,
sightings.
I can accept this as a 50-50 chance. Like, it's 8% lower than 50%, but it might as well be 50-50. Let's see if our rate goes to 9 out of... Wait, 8 out of 10 failed. 8 out of 11 failed. Yeah, if it'll be like 9 out of 12.
Even by the standards of
We
the
actually
Philippine
passed it!
kings,
Oh shit!
old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
8 out of 12! We are slowly slowly getting to actual, the 50-50 statistic. Maybe the game hurt me at the start. If my luck in real life is bad, at least I can be lucky here.
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
Okay, I'm definitely leaning on the side that your child probably went insane because of the legacy you left behind for him to deal with, aka probably like a lack of economic
His own
failure.
maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the
Stop
Insulindian
the knowledge from
Isola.
pouring it. No, we must be cursed with useless knowledge.
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and
Dude,
various chalices.
just do the Scrooge McDuck thing and just get like a pool of like your gold.
He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
The king is the king and he can do anything. I mean, look. While I don't condone it, I mean, okay, wait. To be fair, the statement "I would like to sleep on gold" as "I have a lot of money" is nice, but you know, the actual face value is like "I would like to sleep on gold." I don't know. I feel like this will wreck your back, if not everywhere in your body. Like, have you tried? Like, you don't even need to like go far to like try this. Wouldn't this be the equal of like trying to go camping, but then you decide to just lie down on the rocky floor? Like, I feel that's what this would feel like. But I mean, based on us being poor right now, I feel like we'd be this.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
Okay, where is he buried now? Why do I feel like this statement makes it feel like, yeah, where is he buried? I want to see if he still got some of that Philippian cocaine with it on his person. It's like, Harry, no! Not like this.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Interlindian Bay.
I see.
Cocaine,
Okay, I got that.
beneath the cold waters of the Interlindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after
Oh.
they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
I see. Proceeds to drink the water of the bay. It's like indirectly getting the cocaine.
A group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers.
What happened to the
The
statue?
original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships.
Oh,
during
so
the turn
that's
of
why
the
it's got
century
this beat up
revolution,
look.
when Martinez was leveled. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
You know, if they were doing that, I feel it would have been way more impactful if, like, the guy was falling off the horse. Like, I think that'd be, like, a nice... Because, you know, they already got this, like, floating... Like, thing floating in air motif. You know, add more add more parts that feel that way. I think that would have looked nice. Like, put the horse over here, the guy over here. If I was gonna say, if he had a hat, I would have been like, and then make the hat even farther. But I mean, well, that's why I'm not the artist. I'm not gonna say I don't really get art, but like, you know, it's cool to know though.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
I mean, look, at least they had vision and they executed it. If anything, I feel that's worth something.
Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Okay, leave.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
Ooh, I
yeah.
like the sound of that.
Like a horse, a workhorse, for hard work.
Okay, go
Look
on.
at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
I don't know, I feel like based on how we started this game, I think maybe half of those is us crawling on the floor though.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
You know what? I like the sound of that.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them.
Yeah, I
You
got
bring
accused
in
of
the
being an
Franco
apology
Negroes
cop
and the
before, but I'm not
Soviets.
gonna let them label me like that. So I'm gonna apply a label that is positive. Like no negative labels, only positive labels.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
Okay, maybe not took money.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest?
Have we?
Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die.
Now ask yourself.
Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
I'm no, I'm blunt. I'm not really rich.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave. and you're
Okay, wait,
still
I don't like where this is going.
practicing a
I thought this was
hope.
supposed to be positive
Why is
affirmation.
that?
It's because that card guy is riding my ass. Okay, we did like smash so much shit. So I don't know, I feel we have other stuff to the system is broken. Oh. There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but immigrants but the immigrant cops have a price dump, have price dumped it. Fucking taxes. I don't know why am I so poor. Maybe this is just because, like, look, I would like to be downer every now and then, but like I can't. There is a part of me that is like, and I mean, look, if there's any place to maybe, go with your impulse, it will be in a game.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down.
Oh.
That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
I mean, okay, fine. Look, I thought I was being clever when I said that, but I guess not. Then I'm gonna blame Guard.
The Guards man has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head.
Okay, I honestly don't know what it's asking for me now. It's lost me. Look. I'm a straightforward guy. Just tell me straight. What if I say this?
That's right. 100%.
Isn't that the same
Fucking
though?
G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in
Isn't
your
this
pocket,
like partially the
stealing
same as
from
the
you
system?
every
Because the
time you
system is
buy,
like taxes
sell,
and
walk,
stuff.
talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Like, I don't know. I feel these two are synonymous to an extent. But if it's about being more on the nose, then fine. It's this one.
Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty,
Like,
extraction tax.
okay,
alimony.
I'll let
One
the
tax
the
that doesn't
savoir-faire
even have a name.
finish.
Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you. Here, total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
Okay, we can be a realist. Like, we can hate taxes, but we can at least be a little bit more realistic about it. That seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Okay, look. While yes, taxes are annoying, and obviously, like, the concept of taxes, if done right, makes sense. Because, there are, the roads we drive on, the facilities that we stay in, government work, so on and so forth, where, in a capitalist world, they gotta get the funds somehow. So, in a way, taxes does make sense. It's just, when you start dealing with the corruptness of people, it's when it becomes a skewed concept. So, it's like, I feel like anything, a lot of these things came about with, original, pure ideology and, you know, with the idea of the goodwill of man behind it. But it's so easy for people to take care of. So, like, again, I don't, I'm not a fanatic like this, but I do feel like, especially, also game setting wise, like, yeah, a little bit.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you
Thought
fucking
game,
forget it.
indirect modes of taxation. What does that do? -2 empathy, cold-blooded. Damn. I mean, my empathy. Where's my empathy? My empathy is already bad enough as is. We might as well get the temporary debuff for, like, what's the solution? Oh, I guess we don't see what our bonus is. Okay, let me just. I'm reading this. First, you have a side which ideally cooking somewhere don't sweat. Fighting indirect taxation for the gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now. Unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and the banditos at the Insulindian Financial Oversight and Commission Committee. Yeah, we can internalize this for now. It isn't that long either. It's only like R45. So, and again, our empathy is already abysmal. Minus 2 won't really change anything, I feel. Oh! Physical instrument, nice. That is not a pleasant sight, but whatever. Can still work. Ooh, 167, nice. Also, hello there.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile
Also,
on her face.
Look, I'm sorry I'm like a little bit slow to react to some of the stuff that's being typed. I'm like a little off it a bit, so look, if you mean like quickly kill him, do you mean like the guy who runs the place we're staying at? I mean, yes, I guess we could, but also like I don't think he's rich. He doesn't sound like someone who would be rich. Like, look, if he was rich, I don't think he'd be down there. To be fair, he'd probably have like a bigger joint. So, if anything, all we'd have on us is murder and no money, versus just no money. The only thing we added was just a bad thing in the list.
It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some
Grandma?
cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your
Grandma?
nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey like lead.
Oh, is she just out of it?
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to
Okay,
reach
look,
her.
we tried this. We might as well snap.
Wait,
Oh, the limit stops you before you can
she's
snap.
just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
Okay, fine. Look, what if she had info about the case, Kim? A foreign car kept in good condition. Ooh, hello. Didn't see this
Lorry
before.
stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Yeah, let's see the kind of people these are.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity.
I don't like
glued
the sound of
to
that
various
last
panels.
one. Like it depends on where the purity direction the purity
A
goes.
large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays.
What about the
The
backseat?
back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn
Also,
into
I'm
the
just
curtains.
re-looking at this thing. Like, how does this thing open? Like, this one goes inwards and then this one just pulls outwards? Or like, a vehicle that opens outwards, 2 doors? Like, that's such an interesting design. Feels highly impractical, but also like, well, eye-catching? I mean, if that's the goal, it definitely is.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
This is our guy.
You think this already belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
Yeah. Also, did we get like a level? Right, we did get level. Huh. Okay, wait, I forget. What stat did we need to pull down the body? Or maybe not pull down the... Actually, no, it was pull down the body. Was it endurance or was it physical instrument? Because if it's physical instrument, maybe if we got a level on that, we'd be capable of doing it? Oh, so these kids are still here, my god.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse
Oh!
smell.
Because I
Licking
did...
it is
Because I
all
did
it does now.
the internalization. I didn't know it added up. Plus, I'm like, legendary... Okay, I'm not sure how to read these ones, because I'm like, is this legendary difficulty and then like technically it's only this easy because of the +6? Which I guess this wording doesn't scale based on bonuses. But I mean, surely we're not gonna fail an 83%.
As you breathe
Okay,
in, the
we did
odor
not fail
comes
an
over you.
83%. I would honestly have
It's
been
the
really
smell of
sad
the
if we did.
mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Step
The
closer.
man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Yeah, all the weight is on that too. Yeah, we might as well inspect the stuff we can see for
The
now
material
anyway.
appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
Continue.
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you,
Yeah, they're like
out of place somehow.
really poofy too.
These are clearly not boots. They're armor,
Oh,
possibly part of a larger set.
these aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped off.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is that?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Yeah, also wait, I want to check something. What were the stuff? Ah, it isn't there. Because I'm like, we could investigate other stuff, but the fact that like the shoe, the boots are still on, but everything else is off is a bit weird to say the least. I mean, maybe it was the idea of like showing the tattoos, which maybe we'll be able to inspect these things later. His material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
Then draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index
We've
finger.
requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Goddamn!
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
No. Look, small stuff maybe, but this is a little bit too big to maybe like take it. It is evidence.
Of course.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
Yeah, look, again, he'll let us get by with small stuff, but not maybe something that's worth 4 years in salary. Like, maybe a bit too much to just slip by. How could this man afford such expensive
That's
hardware?
for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
I mean, a guard makes sense if he's wearing something this heavy duty. But, yeah, this is like, I mean, okay, he did say like, people were lost wearing this, so maybe it isn't super great against firearms, but probably still better than a lot of other armors out there.
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the
A
boot.
small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
No, don't do that. Evidence be evidence.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates.
Oh,
until there are
it's like that
hundreds
idea of
them altogether.
I mean, look, I don't know the real world equivalent, but like the thing that comes to mind is like, dragon armor, where it isn't like a solid piece. It isn't like one big solid piece, but it's it is a mesh of all the small scales together, and it's honestly that combination of many small individual things which allows for its strength. Like I remember, like I forget which show, if it was like Mythbusters or something, where they like were explaining how Kevlar armor works. And yeah, Kevlar armor isn't just like a single sheet. It like uses smaller multiple parts, where it's like the structural integrity of one thing might not be enough to stop something, but the structural integrity of multiple things together, in support with one another. Which, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, there's probably, better materials since then, but like, I can understand the concept. I do wonder how, that would affect the weight and all, because, if you're adding a lot of the same thing, then you're adding weight stuff. So, future tech probably is like the idea of that would be reduction of that, but while keeping the strength.
Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Hey, like a dragon? Where's the rest of it?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Oh. Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless.
Let's not
synthetic.
attempt to pull off something when he's still hanging. I feel that would be a little bit too uncouth.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos. And
Don't do this.
extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle
Although it
ties
feels
the
like
belt
this thing's
to the
gonna like
branch.
so close to giving.
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a harbor.
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
Believably mundane.
70% of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. This belt worries me.
Yeah, like, while, it might not necessarily be that. Sometimes, something isn't more complicated than it has to be. I mean, if anything, that's how, like, usually killers are found anyway. It's that the fact that, they use something that is more comfortable to use rather than, like, trying to outsmart in the case that they are investigated. Because, I mean, really, who actually thinks that far? Other than in, like, murder games. Which is why murder games are fun. So, I know we are technically playing one, but I could see this game being, like, clever, where it's like, you think we're a murder game, so we're gonna make it overly complicated. But no, it's like, it's just fairly direct. It's just a matter of your severe lack of information, which is what makes it difficult to get there, though.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see
Okay,
rabbits
so
for
definitely
more than
not
20
gonna rip.
strands.
In other words.
This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Maybe that would honestly be the weak point. Like the grip of the buckle on the belt.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Damn. Back off and look at the
The
corpse.
cadaver hangs from the cargo belt.
Okay, tattoo
Limbs
next.
limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
Like destined to die?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Okay, look, I wasn't expecting a snarky answer from my internal thoughts, okay?
Your fist clenches suddenly.
It'll be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
This doesn't feel like it. I feel like if he was to get a tattoo, it would probably be like a statement or something. Yeah, is it a national
Of no
pattern?
nation that I know of.
Oh, okay, maybe
If
not.
anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing
I
something.
agree.
A sudden ring fills the air as he pulls down the zipper of his orange
He
jacket.
wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
We're curious.
A Triget Sunshine. Mini.
Ooh.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Instant color. Like, okay, I can't think, I'm not entirely sure about like the level of their technology here, especially how the cars are, but like, I feel like an instant color camera would be like expensive stuff here. I mean, he does have a race car for a police car, so yeah, he sounds well off. Or if anything, probably like really good at his job, so he gets all the perks of having the high-tech shit.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Points the camera at the cars, peering into it, the lens nearly adjusting.
A
Then,
sound, a shrill flash, followed by the
Okay,
breaking of a
warning about
small
light mode,
ampoule of
please.
glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
cool. Honestly, cool.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, make him feel good
There is
about it.
only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
Note to self: can only take one more photo. Oh wait, but I think we learned in Frit. She said there's an ampule there. Okay, so potentially we can get 2
It
photos
contains
still.
insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Alright, let's see this. You're in doing an inspection of its different parts. Where says the armor, asked Kuno Kid. Victim's tattoos. Ask around about tattoos' possible meaning. I could see the local workers maybe knowing something about it.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you a piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The
I see.
glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper. teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Also, this one feels like don't do this. Like it was already hard enough getting close to him. Maybe looking into the void doesn't sound like the best idea.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green.
Okay, we're trying to
cold
make a monster
spring
of a corpse.
air.
Let's not do
The
that.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremities.
Yeah, we
blotched
learned that the
pink
belt is
and
kind of
blue.
heavy duty, so how are we going to get him
Are
down?
you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Okay, fine.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink and blue.
We can't stare away from the main thing we need to figure out.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic
Okay,
terrors
look, we can't see micro-sized things. You don't need to let us know about their existence.
These eyes used to be blue, baby blue. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside.
Eh?
The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Huh. Nice. Oh, shit. I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Okay, then I mean, you say you probably just were watching a bad comedian, or watching me. Look, I don't make the best jokes either. It's hard. It's hard. Okay.
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Okay.
Go ahead, Cobbo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Okay, maybe we should have specified before that. Before
In
you
the
were
past,
dead.
Way out in the west.
Right, I forgot. I had a notes notepad. Let me open it. Let's go Elysium. Victim, Wild Pines worker. Way out west. Work there? Question mark? What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you somehow.
It's the power of your...
Is there supernatural elements here?
imagination.
Instead of black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips, it should have been rainbow colored liquid drips from his lips. A la SpongeBob. Imagination.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
I mean, it's because I'm a cop.
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions.
Here you go, you loony.
Well, yeah, why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Okay, I mean... I was kind of hoping for an answer or something.
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
What is a Rooney, though? I'm Harry.
No, you're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker.
You know what? You insult me, I insult you back. I hate you, and you stink. You're smelly. Haven't taken a bath in like a week.
Do I remind you of someone?
The top
No,
one.
not quite. Be fair now.
A
You
baby.
sure I got out of that one? Coppolini.
Enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
I was about to be like, where is he saying that? That isn't what it says here. That was a little bit creepy, not gonna lie. Like the fact that he was saying things that wasn't like in the text. I think that might be everything.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Yeah, it's a bit high.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
I saw that we could saw the branch, but then I gave it a look. I'm like, that's pretty thick. Plus, that implies we get high enough to actually reach it. Which, if we were this high anyway, we would have gone straight for this versus the tree. Maybe we could ask for help from someone from the harbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Okay, true. Let's
But
reconsider.
what other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
Could we don't have a gun. I mean, I could suggest it, but we don't have a gun.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot!
How?
Shoot the buckle, not the belt. Definitely not the branch.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
I wish we could have said shoot the buckle.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Yeah, if I could switch it to say the buckle, I would go for it. But no, this is just the belt.
But what else can we do?
I mean, let's just see where this goes.
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean, you have a point there.
Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same thing we are. Are we in a rush to help them? Not with. I know it's
True.
hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Okay, with him saying that, I feel this like we need to get him down fast. We'll take all the help we can get.
Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there,
They can get him down too.
okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
I mean, yeah, good thing we already found a way in there.
Hooray for us.
Let's get to it then. Interact. Use interact button to inspect the item.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar.
What's the meaning of this
For
tattoo?
you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
Who? Like, are we talking to the inner voice here?
Gone.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Get the body down. Access the harbor and ask for Everard Claire's help. I wasn't thinking about going to him for help. I was honestly thinking about like, cause, you know, if we're on the side where they're like, oh, the workers are the ones, the people on strike are the one who did it. Maybe that guy, the big guy, the tribal guy, maybe he could help here. Like, worth a shot. You know, he can show how strong he is by doing that for us. But also, we might as well ask Kuna about the armor.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Okay. Yeah, we definitely can't do this.
Yeah, the kingdom of... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't shitload pig.
Don't tell the pig.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop
Yeah,
questions.
there we go. That's what
like
I
a
was looking
cop.
for.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Look, I know it's not nice to call someone fat, but like there's gotta be better words than mutant to call someone fat.
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Eh? You threw the armor away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
I'm tempted to just because we succeeded on it.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Okay, fine. It was worth a shot. I mean, maybe if we did him agitated, like, he'll answer
Kuno
this
tried
more
to get the
directly.
helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno.
Okay, so
Kuno doesn't give a shit about material
Wait.
shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
he got a helmet? I mean, okay, I'm going to assume he wasn't wearing the helmet when he was hung. But like, what about the chest armor and the arms?
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
The guy who was singing?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Or is he the one talking about sitting on the railing?
He means Manana, the laid-back striker at the gates.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
You know who he was?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Yeah, it's fucking okay.
Oh, we're asking
Gotta
about
have
the
a
body
gift for
now.
rock
I thought you were
practice.
asking about Mañana.
Don't ask the pigs for permission, Kuno. Don't ask the pigs for shit.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay, so we can go to Mañana. Ask the Jolly Mesk about the armor. And I mean, the Union in here is probably still gonna be there. Oh, hello.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the
Noted.
gutters,
Thing there.
washing the filth
People
away.
here. Thing here. It seems like a lot of way up here. I like this. If only, like, can I just keep the zoom out this far? It's kind of nice, honestly. Like seeing how big the city is.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I
Looking
doing?
up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
How do I see all this?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel? Strong. The weight of the rain gets stronger the longer we are outside. The soak, the clothes, soaking it in, getting colder, making you chill, feel the chill, and that's not the chill of a dead body.
Humid, Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
Oh, huh. What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez.
That's this one.
With its motorboats and gently swaying reeds.
Mm.
The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants.
Okay, maybe we should ask you about the ghosts.
Rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east? The strike people.
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within.
Yeah, all the containers and stuff.
Immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
Beyond that,
La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
okay,
Coudon,
go on.
the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain. A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
I mean, this is a really nice world building. Good luck if I remember any of this, though.
Capeside apartments.
But who knows? Maybe something here will be
Tower blocks
relevant to the
crowd
case.
One another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged
But
in their
the fact that
war-torn
this building
stone
is like
walls.
so messed up and like people are still living in this area, like that's crazy. But then I guess it's like, you know, you play with the cards you're dealt, so it's still better than having no roof over your head.
Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold
Okay, then
cheeks.
now the south.
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns,
Yeah,
a
if
sea
the
of
bridge is up
rooftops,
down there and this
woodwork,
one's
and
closed,
tar stretches northward.
everyone's just like stuck
4-story
here until the
buildings
strike's
as far
done.
as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
What? Wait, the road descends a raised motorway to beneath it called a sea of rooftops, woodwork and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall, the snow melts in Jamrock. Where the hood at? Huh. Why am I not
To
there?
be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed. Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Is that because we think we live in Jamrock? Our real house is in Jamrock?
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
The sky.
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there.
I literally thought I was gonna be like, the sky. What else were you expecting up there, you dummy?
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, at least I got a hat and the coat back. Okay, before we go back there, we might as well try to see if we can ask. What did you say? This one? I think it was him.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
It was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
Yeah, mañana.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Well, good thing you opened with that, because I want to know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know?
Okay.
So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
Okay.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
The probe into the armor, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some
Okay,
research
elaborate.
into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea.
Yes, you
I
said
believe
that.
him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Yeah, what about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
That's a very quick way to just shrug off armor that's fairly expensive. Especially, you know, when we found out how much it's worth, and he was saying about how, like, you know, this could, like, probably fuel the strike for a few more days. So I don't know if you'd be willing to shrug it off that easy, though it's not like it seems you can follow it up, though. I mean, we might as well if we're gonna be looking around anyway.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing. But okay, let's find all of it.
Get the hangman boots. Oh, okay, it just says that. In order to succeed, the body has to be down, the autopsy has to be finished, and Kim has to be absent. He wouldn't approve. Oh! Oh, it's because we want all the pieces. I see. I get it. Well, interesting, like, the quest for all the parts starts with the boots first.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
Oh, there, that's where. This is like a long while. Noted.
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Okay, so before we continue onwards, maybe it's worth a shot. But this guy looks strong. Maybe he could help us get the body down.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself.
Okay, no, we cannot ask him. I guess we do need to ask Everard. Which... I mean, we already talked to him once, we might as well just go for it. Hello? Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. Wait, what? Oh, someone would have been. I thought they were like, there's someone here? I don't see them. Can you perceive ghosts? We'll confront Kuno in a bit, but I mean, if Everard can help us get the body down, sure, I'll take it. Hopefully he doesn't ask for anything though. And right, I still need to look for like a bag so we can pick up bottles. So we can sell for money. Or I mean, recycle for money.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Yes, please, never again.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Bad optics?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You're a community leader, you know, yeah, gas him up.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
Yeah. Feed that money.
But of course, all joking aside,
avenue.
I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race signs.
Okay.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos,
Yeah, I talked with
muscles,
him.
ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy. See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Yo, I wasn't actually thinking this was gonna work this smoothly. Yo, we're finally letting someone down. Why did it take so much effort to let someone down? Usually that's so easy to do. And over here now. Run, my guy. Like, look at all these bottles, so ripe for the picking. Even up there on the roof. Weird that circle's on top. Okay, my guy, help us get him down. Also, how much further is this one? 75%? Good.
Your race descent has only worsened since the last.
Oh, hello, Malkay. Hope you've been doing well. Yeah, long time no see. Hope you've been having a good day and started this week. Well, I say start, but I know it's technically Tuesday, but like it still feels like Monday. But yeah, hello, welcome. Kinda just been going through Disco Elysium, a lot of talking, a lot of trying to figure out what to do, and in terms of like what's happening now, it seems like we might finally get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute
For someone
your
who is talking very calmly,
the body from the
I love how the text is in all
with my
caps.
bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Can't we like suggest one of us?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with the
I Kim's fine with it.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition.
It's been good? That's good to hear. Plus, you know, the rainy season kind of coming in, so at least things are getting cooler. So, well, then again, I don't know if you're where I am, but like, hope the weather's been good for you. Luckily, have not been caught by the rain so far on my way to and back from office, but I feel eventually my luck is not gonna, my luck's gonna run out. But hopefully not for you. Yeah, how's you know, anything happen of significance maybe? I mean, and yeah, okay, compromise. We already took a photo. We can compare with the photo if they took something, so
Hey,
fine.
See that they stay here the whole time.
My guy, did you just like cut corners? Did you take a shortcut?
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
We're just trying to keep him going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit?
No.
I'm Katya, by the way.
I mean, look, if things go to shit, then that means you'll get dirty. Okay, look, maybe that's too, like, typical of me. It's like, oh, yes, girl, must be clean. I mean, look, no one likes to be dirty. I'm generalizing, okay? I feel it'd be better to generalize here than to be force it on one specific gender. I'm digging this hole too much.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I mean, I wish I could see it just so I could be like, know what's happening.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrod's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
Shush you, you're gonna thank me when I solve the murder.
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Which one? The one around his waist? Oh, I see what he means. Cause yeah, it is kind of like tight. Oh shit, the thing I was saying a while ago, where it's like, you know, everyone's oversized. Maybe it'll be in fashion to wear something that's smaller than you. This guy's ahead of me. Damn. You know, no, I guess it is true. No one can come up with original ideas anymore. Someone's already done it. If you think it's original, someone's probably already thought it. You just don't know of them. And apparently that's this guy for me. Yeah, this one.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno.
Then?
The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
I guess the body's down now. Are you gonna take the corner? Yeah! It's like, dude, stop taking shortcuts! You're breaking the matrix!
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
We did what we had to.
And what you had to do was to become a union man for all to see.
Don't worry, we can always, like, do other decisions. We can play both sides. Nothing's stopping us. Oh, he's not gonna let us pass to get the box. No! Okay, let's see what's going on in the body. Hopefully Kuno is not messing around with it. Still would like to get a bottle somewhere. Or like a bag. Well, maybe that should be like priority number 1 tomorrow. Look for a bag to get the bottles and stuff. Okay, might as well confront Kuno already regarding the armor.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Damn, I guess they really like they like seeing wood.
By the way, Kit is a racial slur.
I mean, look. We can be the better man, but maybe just for once.
Stop choking, Kuno! The faggot has got you in a chokehold!
Kuno's not fucking choking.
It's like, look, okay, it's kind of nice to see that for as much shit as they've been giving us, even they understand the concept. Like, yeah, being like that probably isn't good for you moving forward. So, we gotta call you out when you do it. Yeah, Simmer now. We learned our
Kuno's back to
lesson.
full power now. He doesn't give a shit about kids and retards. Let's talk normal shit. Fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck back down?
I mean, look, I tried to be the nice guy, but like...
Yes. Kuno wants a normal conversation. Ask normal shit, please.
Okay, fine. We can't grill him about it more. Damn. This is why... No, I guess you don't back off on a kid, I guess. Lesson learned.
So?
Yeah, he did say this.
Fuck? Okay. Kuno's a giver
He
like
looks
that,
slightly
yes?
confused.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
I'll remember this.
You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't...
Okay, what's this? Oh, hello.
Indirect modes of taxation. Turns out those financial oversight committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look. The hearts and minds of everyday Riversholians. You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people.
We need to?
Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it, preacher man. Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist.
Whatever dialogue gives you +1 real, -1 empathy. Thinks she's a hustler or something. Oh shit. I mean, I guess her empathy's bad already. +1 real. Real? Wait. Let's think about this first. He's still wearing the boots, that's good. But what's +1 real though? The money? Ultra liberal dialogue options give +1 real. Wait, so we just get money by choosing dialogue? Okay. We're here, we might as well look at the body while it's down.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch.
Beers
It's
are...
gently laid on one side.
Look, this is anything but beautiful.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Are you capable of doing this?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Yeah, don't we have some... Unless you're trained for this.
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From autopsy to cleanup, to social work, everything.
Okay. I didn't think that was how far detectives were in terms of like their scope of responsibilities here. Yeah, I feel
You
like
are.
one then.
Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, the way I see it,
But do we even have tools for this?
it's either this, or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Evrard, that only leaves the Wild Pines representative. There's one in town, negotiating the strike. She could have information.
Would there be any reason to wait for the wait for someone else's opinion for the autopsy? It's either this or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Everett, the East Wildpines representative. So like before we deal with them, we'll ask them about the body, and maybe they like would have wanted something like, I don't know, if the body's untouched. I see. Potentially, actually.
Not much later, I hope. He's about to melt away soon.
Okay, so we need to find the Wild Pines representative, which where would they be though? Find the representative of the company who owns the harbor and ask about her murder. She should be around here somewhere. Owns the harbor. So she would be trailing the river? The ocean? Wherever over there, potentially. Bag! Yeah, bag! Let's go! Nice! Yeah! Okay, maybe not dumpster diving for it is probably not the best thing to do, but like, look, we're desperate for money. Okay, and these ones... Oh, am I really picking them up individually? Oh my god, I'm picking them up individually. But I mean, if this is what it takes to be able to get enough money, I will do what I must. Yeah, even those ones count. Like, when I was pressing tab, I didn't really see a silhouette to pick them up, but... Okay, so I guess really note the stuff you see on the floor, like here. I wonder if there's a limit to how many we can pick up. Okay, then I remember there being on the roof over here. Oh, hello. Yeah, let's head to the roof. Can I take your bottles here? Aw, I can't. But at least this will be a good gauge to see like how much the bottles will be worth to reach said 100. I thought I saw bottles up here. Huh, guess I'm mistaken. Weird. Like I thought when I was down there I saw like 3 bottles. Okay, we'll just get those bottles by the where we got some of the... Was this tree always there? It's like moving in view. A little bit freaky, not gonna lie. Yeah, people on strike still being here. Nope, in here. And then, yeah, I remember definitely seeing bottles over here. There we go. Wow, they really are like if you want the money, you gotta work for it. Just like real life, you gotta pick up the bottles individually. There's no magic pick up everything button. Though I swear there were more of them. But okay, I feel like we've gotten a decent amount. So let's try to see how much money we'll get just from this. Which I don't know if we can see how much we have. Contains 30 bottles. I'm a good amount for a first excursion, I feel.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign
One
says
bottle is
one
10
bottle
cents.
equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine,
Ooh.
and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo?
No.
You should buy more alcohol.
Shut up. Shut up, you. But no, honestly, not bad, not bad. Definitely a viable thing to do, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a far cry, reaching all the way to 100 just from bottles alone. Oh well. I mean, still better than nothing for now. I have no idea. I mean, good luck to us to see if we're able to stay the night. But I guess before anything, let's try to see if we can find the other representative at this rate. Just so maybe we can already deal with the body. Actually, I should just hold it anyway. Just in case I come across more. Alright, so trading the water. Hopefully, like, there's someone here. Hello, birdie. Aloni Cormoran surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. The baby boat shines like it was recently painted. Ooh, hello.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
In the dim light, some things become clearer. Eh, whatever, future checking. Take. Ooh, wait, shit. Kid?
Are you trying to sneak up on me?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
I mean, I would be freaky to me too.
Take me out! Trying to snuff me out!
Are you sleeping right now? That's a weird thing to ask, but sure.
Fucking clever with me, pig!
Oh, okay, whatever. Anything else back here? Orange bomb hat, reaction speed +1, rhetoric minus. Closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Okay. This is a door we can...
There must be another way into the building.
Ouch! Kim! Holy crap! Why did you sound that way? What the fuck happened there? He like blasted my ears with max bass.
It's been a week and now they show up?
Like, I don't know if that translated for you guys, but that, like, ouch. My left ear is in pain. Okay, so apartments. I mean, maybe we can, the quiet of the sea will be nice for now.
Hey, up here, piggo.
Oh, can I talk to her from down here?
The streets
Ooh,
will
I
flow
can.
red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance.
Cindy the
You wait
Skull.
and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
I mean, you're willing to free to give that information, why not?
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Keep that on the side. What are you
The
looking at?
lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
Oh, hello.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish
Also,
features.
someone with their own yacht, probably
The
rich.
woman on the boat does not notice her
Joyce
staring.
Messier.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep.
Oh,
We should
there
talk
she
to
is.
her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Okay,
Good
got
idea,
it.
piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on.
And before that, do you know anything about
I
this?
ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Yeah, then, you know, that means, you know, it's so easy to join them.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Ooh, I
What
like
do
that
I
one.
care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art for the bottom? That's funny.
Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military grade handwear.
Ooh.
Looked cute as hell.
Girl in the fishing village.
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza.
Westward.
Have a good
Got
time.
it. Got it.
Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. You look like a shaggy dog left in the rain for too long.
I mean,
have
look,
a
if
weakness
if that
for
means I get free
animals.
information, I'll be a little doggy. Woof woof.
Watch your back, ungulate.
Okay, now we're gonna be talking about the negotiator. Let's see our equipment. Encyclopedia. That's good. Physical instrument. What's the other one? What suggestion again? Suggestion is where's suggestion? Suggestion? Hello, there's suggestion. Charm and manipulate the puppet master. Okay, I don't think we're overpowering her with this, to be fair. Like, I think the idea was the whole zany thing. Is there something we can add here, maybe? Like, perception I feel is high enough as is. Understand pop culture, suggestion, Inland Empire. And eye perception. Threaten people? Okay, that's not what I was thinking. Like, what would help in, like, discussion? I feel like composure would be it, but it's already high enough as is. Wait, is that like... I have 2 skill points to use. Goddamn. Like, getting one there would help, especially once this one's not there. And then, what's another one that would be good? Maybe endurance would be good also. Yeah, maybe that's good for now. We are getting more levels anyway, so, you know. Though I feel maybe one day I'll need to at least get something in these areas. It's just it's so hard because they're so low to begin with. Okay, but since we did find the person here, although maybe we should not be holding a bag. Like, while it does say there isn't really negative stats, I could see it be like, oh, I see you holding a bag there. Do you really need money that bad? So maybe let's not, you know, give off the vibe of that too much. Okay, do this. Let's talk to her. Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than the sloop. It's worth more than you ever earned in all of your life. I feel that. Hello.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
Good evening.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Just shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
Like steel. There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
Thank God she's not crazy that way.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation. And the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You seem rich. Can I have some money? Okay, maybe let's... Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Damn. Okay, so big leagues. Like, really big leagues. Yeah,
20
wow.
billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
Yeah, but a billion is still a billion. Like I feel it's a pretty commonly watched video where someone was like comparing seeing the scale of how different a million is to a billion in terms of like rice, or the video was like, you know, it shows 1 grain of rice, then it shows 10, shows 100, 1,000, then it shows a million, which, you know, a million from 1,000 is like a giant scale. But then going from a million to a billion, like, it's only when you really see how much more rice they added that it honestly puts in perspective, like how significantly larger a billion is than a million. Even though you are virtually, you know, kind of adding the same thing you did from 100,000 to a million, but it just, no, it's exponentially higher.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is
Like, it's
a
honestly
shark.
like a really
If it stops
eye-opening
moving,
video, and
it will
like just
die.
to see how much
Then what
truly a
becomes of
billion
those
is.
72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
I mean, we
They
might as well be thorough.
started is an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantanga on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
I know he's one as, but I'm just like, because people are desperate, they don't have to pay them as much.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
I see. Also, what did we get? Temporary research bonus. None. Okay, sure. Unlock a new slot. Oh, I need like a... Wait. I guess I can just like use level to unlock this? I see, I see.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
You have a license?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified
No, we gotta be
pleasure
sure,
craft
because you know, if you're illegal, then we can legally confiscate it.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain,
Eh?
white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see it?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two Insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
What
The
happened?
other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now.
I mean, if she ain't sure about her rights...
Actually, you don't.
What do you mean?
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's
Okay,
operating
damn it.
license.
Kim,
It's
right.
a little
Straight and
known
narrow.
fact among
Okay.
law officials.
Okay, we don't want to become oppressors.
I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act. No need to resort to self-pity, detective. You can still ask for her passport.
Okay.
Of course.
Good thing we didn't totally back off. At least we still get to see something. Look at her passport.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you. Face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Your name is Rejoice?
Yes. But please don't call me that.
I feel like this sounds like a name that you would be teased off as a kid just because it's like, yeah, it sounds like your name. You should always be happy. You should be rejoicing every time. And then they like bully you a little bit, and it's like, why aren't you rejoicing? That's what you're called.
Joyce is much more efficient.
Oh, I guess so. But I mean, definitely sounds like something that could virtually happen.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
She nods and returns the plastic
Hey,
bag
experience.
to her coat.
I mean, I already know their name. Not all of you boats
course
are
there
there.
We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
This is both of these are so dumb.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Oh yeah, no one's running away against that thing.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Okay. Oh, the name of the boat.
The boat? No. It is called Cor de Leyte 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
But what kind of boat?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
Sounds like someone who wants a boat for a quick escape if ever they get caught for doing something.
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Good.
Okay, now we ask her about
That's
the photo.
the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Fine, return to it later.
Better not tie the forced day to the bat stay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you
Okay,
with.
tell me about the lynching
Quite
first.
a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Shit! Our badge! Also, can I level this up? Yeah, nice. Internalize. We don't have our badge.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes. Yeah, let's not maybe get too specific. Let's just be vague about it. Or I don't know, maybe she'll be like bewildered if we just go like straight up. Yeah, maybe bewildering her would be better.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid
Damn
I
it!
simply can't share
I thought the
anything
sympathy
more
would have
until I've
gotten us
seen that
there.
badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
50-50. It cannot be retried. You need to use a skill point to forget something. No! No! I thought you can just forget anytime. Okay, we won 50-50. Look, we got the +1 from the sympathy. Unfortunately, we did get this, so we're kind of stuck with it. Come on, luck. Come on, luck. Give it to me.
She's a
Yes!
negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Game's good to me today. Game is good to me today.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Okay, what's your terms?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
Yeah.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Okay. You know, let's make it like accurate. We'll walk a little bit away and then we'll talk.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How do you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going well. Look, step by step, baby steps.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
I mean, if they are drug trafficking, that would be good to know though, right?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we
okay.
must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're selling with
okay,
Elysium.
true.
What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Okay, so let's reread it. What I propose is we ask her, then we investigate. Briefly, he addresses the others, but do not share the outcome of the investigation. Right. Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Okay.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Cocaine?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let's not show too much interest. Let's just be like, and you want us to investigate.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
I like this.
Unlikely, officer.
Aww, I thought she was like,
about the
come on, you can
lorries.
give us tools
Once
to
the
help with the job.
ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now.
Yeah.
Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Maybe that guy you was seeing a while ago was saying no contraband, but I mean, he could be lying.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
What proof do you have?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
4 months?
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund.
Okay, a while ago, the dude was like, this thing was like a month, 2 months. The other dude was like weeks, but 4 months? Okay, this is a lot longer than I was expecting.
These desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves. Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
And why didn't you do this if ever?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
I see.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Yes?
I mean, we don't have to share the information. Like he said.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
I mean, she's asking.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Okay.
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Okay, and
now look at you. You misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes.
That's just from the
ooze
rain.
precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
Ew.
You're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too.
I don't like this answer. I mean, okay, true. Plus, I mean, that'll give her leverage. I should make my own money by now.
You could ask her for some stock
Ooh,
tips.
money.
That's a maybe.
Right,
Great
because
job.
of
But
this
you're
one.
sure as hell too ashamed to ask for
Did we
cash
just
before.
materialize money out of nowhere? Doing that?
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Yeah, maybe I can at least ask this.
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Okay.
Of course, Detective.
Okay, so things. Joy's info on lynching. There's something she wants to tell you, you just have to present it with your badge, or perhaps if you did her a favor. There you get the drivers. Okay, so either one of those two. Kim, you got anything to say about the situation?
Yes?
Okay, nothing new. Okay, okay, wait, we can hold this again, just in case. Can we go inside here?
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response.
Knock again.
The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Okay, surprisingly that worked.
Banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am.
No!
From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the concrete floor.
I mean, this is the only choice anyway.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
But I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Yeah, that other locked door. Okay, potentially check there, but hello, bottles? Ah, locked. Got it. Yeah, this one.
Must be another way into the building.
Forgot about that. You! Can you open the door?
You see a young man on a balcony.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole
True.
thing.
Is it really that important?
Yes.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Yeah, we don't need their name. First, information. And then if we get information, then we can
I
ask
can
their
tell
name.
that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet's standards.
Ooh, nice that we did that first.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Oh. The big guy? Muscular type. Either the strike leader, the bodyguard, but I don't think it's him because he's not going to leave the post. Everett?
And when did you speak
No,
to this
not Everett, not
more
muscular.
muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard. Old patio chairs and dead house plants litter the
You
scene.
didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
Okay.
Sunday friend. How intriguing. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette under the dull and darkening sky.
Okay, just for
The
future
neighboring
reference,
windows
what's your
stand
name?
silent.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Obviously fake.
Martin Martinez. Good local name. Let's go with that.
It feels definitely
No.
fake, but sure.
We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
You know what? If we've been good on our 50-50s, let's just keep it going.
Time to bring out your secret charm.
Okay.
Tears and begging.
It was worth a shot.
Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
The smoker on the balcony. What was that? Oh, I guess. So, okay, where's he going? Right upwards. Got it.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type.
Yeah, there's only
Who's
so many
asking,
muscular
there
types
has
we've
to be
seen
a way
so
of
far.
getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Oh, what's this?
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of
Key
sleep
under
and
the
mud.
stone?
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
Yo!
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has hundreds of apartments. We'll just have to go in and see.
Yo! But I feel like doing this late might not be good. Let's check back first in the place we're staying. And then we can like hound him in the next day, cause it is almost like getting to midnight territory. Also, do you have a bottle for me?
The dented yellow mail.
No, I'm not gonna kick it. It's done nothing to me. No, am I too late for this one? I guess I am. Maybe. No, a lot of people
Hello
now.
again, sweetie.
Okay, let's talk here. Does he have anything to
Can I
add?
help you? Another thing. Great. Yes. Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real.
We are so far from that.
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the...
Huh.
Yes?
I guess there really is nothing else to do than just like keep investigating because we don't have the money. Though I don't really see us realistically making 80 in like 3 hours. Okay, so I mean we did get at least. Okay, wait, let's see what he says about doing the autopsy on the body. Also again, still surprised these kids are here this late.
The rotting man lies on his side. With his eyes, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Oh, okay. I didn't think I was gonna go there.
Later.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them. There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited... I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
They are okay, so I guess I need to remove the gloves?
That's right.
Okay, so I need to remove the gloves first. I think it's what he was implying.
The rotting man, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Oh, your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes, and above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
That's you.
Assistant. And good thing we got our name.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there.
Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Precinct. Date. Date? I don't know. They're both dates. Name.
Next.
Date of birth. Age.
Roughly 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook. Teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound.
Okay,
Your
thanks,
eyes turn
endurance.
Mondial.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky, fucky!
Did we say this out loud?
Pigs can have sex!
The fact that they give you the option to write either of these is so messed up. Like, why would you do that? That'd be something you'd probably do in a succeeding playthrough, but not here.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
We're still going with March 4th, 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the
KK57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only
none.
Evidence of
At
treatment.
least not after the initial examination.
Sure, let's go with
Interfering
this.
with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
I mean, would falling down from hanging count?
a silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform.
Then,
somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she is dead more than anything else.
Okay.
The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one.
Huh?
And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
What is happening?
We should start the post-mortem.
Are we just intuiting all of this added information? Huh.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
I mean, if you wanted that, you can come here and do that yourself.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
When am I gonna get
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep.
Thanks, drama.
I hope this...
Tattoos.
Although I wonder, like, how do you do that? Like, wait for him to sleep? Is there a time where he goes to sleep?
The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo, resembling a national pattern. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigger Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle
Very
on the
thorough.
other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
We gotta know.
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different from a living person.
I like how they stroke his hair.
A swim.
Do it gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to your hand, like thread.
Look, I thought the
off a
gently would have at least
ragdoll's
helped
head.
avoid this.
There's brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Write it down, adding the brilliantine.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stone thrown.
Damn it, Kuno.
Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Write down.
You get your mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is hard. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be
Steel
cut.
wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Pet the chain Oh. Wait. Pull out the rubber gripped cutters. Are those two different things? I mean, I guess so.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
I mean, we do have a lot of... Yeah, we got a lot of physical instrument. That's good. Cut the belt off.
You jam the cutters right under the knot.
We
That
failed
seems like
a
smart idea.
72%?
Yeah, somewhere there. Already, they're buried deep in the man's flesh.
Oh my god.
Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then...
Jam the cutters right on... We rolled a 1 and a 2. That hurts. Jam right under the knot. It seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there already. They're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them together for a hold. Then, rotating more sounds bad. Enough. Cut some.
Fuck him. Fuck. Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
Let him work.
He
We already
sinks the
messed up.
cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Yes, that's much better form than you have.
Look, how was I supposed to expect fitting a 72%?
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut, and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
I mean, I didn't judge us or
The
anything
rope
for it.
rises to a point, leaving a
Yeah,
gap in
rotating
the
more would have
ligature
been
mark.
bad.
Suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
Okay.
No, it's gonna happen. See, I fucking knew it.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Look, we trust the man. We trust him with our life.
Back is
Just write it
symmetrical
down.
and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30%.
So he's been
of
in the
his
guard
skin.
duty for like quite a while.
Last item, hands.
Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is...
I'm only fucking with you.
No, come on.
I know where you're from.
Look,
From
dead man tell no tales,
Cappadocia.
but at least we can
And your name
be nice about it.
Il Corbo. What can I do you for?
Did you
Il
like it when I
Corbo di
stroked your hair?
Cappadocia? I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small
Aw.
boy. Before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do this more often. Be close like this.
Okay,
Ollie.
look, I mean, I did that to be nice, but look, I'm not into necrophilia.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Write it down. And I was just like,
All
that's a
for the
summary?
external. Well done. What next?
Internal examination.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
We don't even have a joke.
Nope.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh.
No, damn.
Like the creaking of an old
Going
house
straight
at
in for
night.
it.
Yeah, jack that fucker off.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
I mean, you say unremarkable, but what you did is pretty remarkable.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaw. He stops to exert more force. Both
Oral
hands are
cavity
used.
shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after
I mean,
combat
if he's
wounds.
taking all this effort,
Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
we sure that these also get our own perspective on what's
No
happening.
scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again. Straight in that mouth of his.
But sure.
It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid.
Okay,
in the back of your
maybe
throat.
not the smartest thing, but I had to
A
try.
contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced
I mean,
to
maybe
swallow
sleeping will heal
just
us.
to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo.
Eh?
Ask me later.
What?
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Huh.
Hepatobiliary, NA.
Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Same for toxicology and serology, NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there. Like a toxicology screening. At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Brimming with cocaine.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits lividity in the lower extremities, feet, hands, and neck. Visually consistent with the hanging.
Okay,
Gastrointestinal.
straightforward.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Okay, last. Description of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
What about injuries we have inflicted?
So we inflicted them?
Okay, fine.
Okay, so there's an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention it. Better not to muddy the waters.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Okay, at least we got through that. So bite marks
Head,
first.
chest and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Also, it's like I feel we're talking very quiet, and I'm surprised the kid from across the fence hears us.
And your opinion, officer?
Head and scalp bite mark injuries, predation by birds is caused damage by odontologist does not need to be consulted. Neither non-fatal postmortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator of the scene has confessed to causing
Kuno.
it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Postmortem.
Right. Next.
What's the 4th field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Okay. Ligature
Dark
mark.
red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below
Write
the
it
note,
down.
2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
The fact that that's there is now making me question, like, a dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck with a gape on the nape measure, let's say 7 centimeters. Weapons fractured, cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. So aka it was tightened there. Depth of the mark 1 centimeter. No sign of clawing on the neck. Below the note, 2 customary box wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks aside, awaiting your judgment. A ring around his neck is visible. The lack of him reaching for the neck to scratch does not line up with choking to death, because your reflex to not die would be the one to stop from said choking. So I think this hanging happened after.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, I don't think this was the injury that killed him.
Why don't you think it was fatal? Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist.
But it's not about the wrist, it's about the nails, though.
But you are right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty.
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
for the time being.
Like, if he had, like, you know, blood on his fingers, then maybe.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Yay, we did it. How did it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, I do not see this as a
I mean, if
parameter
anything,
for
we
success.
ruled out other possibilities.
We also
which is in a
requested
way
toxicological
still
screening.
progress
That was
information.
thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath. We
What
were
else?
thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
No, we're literally trying to sober up.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
Here's Dan one more time, then a slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse
You
again.
tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
It's a white check. Perception. I don't 5 away from a skill point. It is a white check though. So we could.
Your arms
Ooh!
reach out and your eyes close,
Actually passed
as
it.
if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat swollen is like a spider. Your hand crawls over his features. So I guess we can be thorough about this.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in. Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage.
The fuck is he doing?
The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider.
He did say like in the mouth. Like from a while ago.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue
Like you said
attaches
you'd know
itself to
later.
the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Yeah! This feels right.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, delicate to touch. From the soft meat, teeth are budding.
And yeah, good thing we took off the
Pearls of
gloves
bone
too.
in the gums.
Because our
in the back
our
of
hand
the
definitely
mouth.
would not fit with the big gardener's gloves.
Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in. A vision of black and dark red death. pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the
What is
uvula,
it? Get to
right
the
in
point!
soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Yeah, we gotta say it.
Keep going.
We gotta take our victories when we get them.
Kuno nods, too. He takes a step closer.
Ooh, he's curious too.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Ew.
The fuck is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
So something was like a hook? Like entering the mouth, going upwards?
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Fucking cavity, see?
Push
Your
deeper.
fingers are all the way in.
Also, I
reaching
honestly
toward
love
the
how
inside
Kuno is
of
so
the skull.
invested
The
because it's
cavity
like,
goes further,
I mean,
but the entry
yeah,
wound
like this,
isn't wide
you know,
enough for
deep,
the rest
deep
of your
police work.
hand
I feel
to
like a
follow.
kid would be super like enamored about this.
All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
Okay, that could have been worded differently.
The cartilage gives in with a crack, like some fruit.
That sound though,
Just
ew.
like that, your hand is in his head. Strange fluid streams down your wrist, and then you feel it.
A bullet?
With the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
I feel the saw dart right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Inspect the skull
There's
first.
a tiny crack. A protrusion in the cranium. Right in the back of his head.
Yeah, if this
Your
gives us
finger
more
must be
bonuses,
pointing straight at it. From the inside.
I'll take
the
it.
object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of very small exit wound here.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano.
There we
The
go.
pit is wearing him like a fuck puppet.
Yeah, 97%. Surely we don't fail this. Very nice.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
No, yeah, full concentration. Slowly just pull it out.
The inside of the head feels cold.
No
and
speaking,
smooth,
nothing.
Like a glove.
Pure focus.
Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom made of lead.
A bullet.
Fucking beautiful.
A bullet.
Drop it in. That was so satisfying.
Falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
The fact that we had to pass a 42% check to further investigate this just makes this so much sweeter. Because the thing is, the 42 check is what then allowed us to make use of our best stat. Which is like a little bit annoying, but like, hey, it worked out in the end.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Then drops the bag in your bloody hand. It feels
We
light.
need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Honestly, I'm elated right now.
Opinion, fatal injury.
God damn right.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death.
Yep, I
and they're
agree.
in an attempt to conceal this fact.
Yeah, like all of it was to make it feel like it was a hanging.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts for a while now. Since I saw there were no signs of struggle on his hands.
Yeah, yeah.
claw
Again,
marks
no
on his
bleeding
neck.
on his fingers for that.
There have been other signs too. Small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
We didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
This little thing could reveal much. Ah, right, the caliber, and like maybe distance of where it was shot, so on and so forth. Why would anyone
To
do
hide
this?
something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here?
Okay, this one's a given, but like, I think I need to wash myself.
You really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling and Rise should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
And fine, might as well be thorough.
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier. We put him in a bag and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. The body bag should contain the odor for the duration of the transport. I would
Continue.
drive him to processing, but it's too late to do that today. I'll do it first thing tomorrow. No problem. One more thing. This was really good work, detective.
How do we make it so that he goes to sleep? Okay, I mean, this is legitimately like, I don't know how this works. So, this is why I'm quick saving. Just out of curiosity. If I choose to try to take the
man
boots,
is decomposed. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses.
will it be like he
and takes
leaves?
a deep
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Okay.
This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Okay, wait, let's see if there's... Once you're done with it, send the processing, check twice, see whether you're done with all corporate-related tasks. If you sent the body, you can't take it back. Bathtub. Okay, where is the boots? Get boots. Kim has to be absent. He wouldn't approve. Yeah, how do we get him, like, you know, to go to bed first? And also, we have the bullet. We might as well give it a little bit of a check.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
Feel the bullet through the
squished
bag.
bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
What do I do with you, bullet? Do we say that out loud? I thought we were like internally thinking that. Inner voice.
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Okay, now we
The
inspect it.
jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the
You can
jacket.
just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
Okay,
It's
that
quite
one.
destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Also, not a, I mean, assuming I understood that right, not from a small firearm either.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Hand-eye coordination. I mean, it's legendary 70%. We're not doing this. But, weird. That's like one of our higher stats too. Put it away for now. Okay, okay. Oh, he wants to say he wants to talk.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid him yet.
You should take care of that then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets.
True, true. Okay, maybe let's try to see like how that goes. Like if that'll lead to the end of the day or like, you know, to where the split up happens. But I think after we talk to him about it, that's where we'll call it for today.
Can I help you?
About that
Yes.
money.
Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of agreement.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim's got our back.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
Adjust his glasses. Middle finger used. The light somehow reflecting on the glasses so that it blinds the person looking at them.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking.
Hey, I've changed. I've turned over a new leaf. I spent the entire day out actually investigating.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Wait. I mean no offense, nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of the... Hold on, I said my key, you know. This conversation is going anywhere, is it? I mean, this one sounds defeatist, so let's just go with this one.
Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation is going anywhere, is
Not
it?
until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Breaking in.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Leave. Go to his motor carriage in front of the whirling. Okay, let's do that. Because it is still within the parameters of like trying to see where we're staying.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers arrayed.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it
No, he's gonna sell something for
the
us.
cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Aw, Kim.
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Aww. Man, I don't want to, but also at the same time, it's like I can't really do anything else. Can I just sleep in the car? No, he's probably gonna drive home.
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not...
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
I mean, it already took him enough conviction to even like suggest it. So, like, we'll see if we can get them back from the pawn shop.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Hopefully we're able to get it back. Items. 200. Goddamn. But okay, I think there's probably more gonna happen when you start selling it, and I feel I'm just gonna keep getting sucked into doing more. So I think I'll probably call that here for today. But that was like way more than I was expecting in terms of like being able to get done. Especially with the autopsy. Like that one was like, that was definitely felt like a good chunk of progress was made. Like, you know, we're actually solving the thing. Versus just like trying to fumble around and figure out who we are. And yeah, with that, I mean, we do kind of have a direction in terms of like what to do tomorrow. We need to, you know, probably find about the gun. Definitely doesn't sound like a cheap gun, so someone had to have funded. So definitely could lead to either one of the leaders. Obviously, the idea of making more money. Also, the apartment at the back that we got a key of. And of course, you know, the boots. So, you know, definitely lots of things that we can, you know, we can check next time we continue. But yeah, with that, you know, for those out here, for those that chatted, for those that stopped by, and for those that lurk, I do always appreciate the support. I guess slight apologies, you know, for the a little bit more of a chill stream. Again, not super like in the up and up mentally, but you know, thanks for accompanying me anyway. And if this was from VOD, then you know, thanks for watching all the way to the end. But yeah, hope you guys have a good day, afternoon, and or evening. It is a little bit later than I was expecting, so maybe you know, either just chill, go to bed if it's late for you, or you know, a 15-minute nap would be nice in the middle of the day. So yeah, so with that, thank you guys for joining me in this stream, and I hope you guys join me in my next one. Until then, guys, bye guys, bye, bye bye.